Come with me to paradise. Welcome to my paradise. I welcome all of you and you, all of you. All right, everybody, welcome to my channel. It's the boy with the Pampers and the Toys, Al, reporting from paradise. Please all make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, the boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please all make sure you like, share, subscribe to your family, your friends, and all of your enemies. And also check out my X account and my Instagram account listed on my screen, the boy with the Pampers and the Toys, same name on YouTube. Check me out, check me out. So today we're gonna be talking about another G.I. Joe Classified Series figure here, and we're going to be talking about the one and only Dr. Mindbender of Cobra. So he is number 43 in the series, and I love his fine artwork they got on the back. I'm gonna show it up close and personal. I think the light's getting kind of in the way. A little fun fact about Dr. Mindbender, from what I remember in the comic book and the comic books and the cartoon, Dr. Mindbender, I want to say Mindbender, I don't know why. He was a regular dentist doctor, and he created something about, how can I say it, from pain for people, like to not make you feel pain. So he tried it on himself, but he ended up having a mental breakdown. But I don't know, his IQ level went from ALK to psychopath, like intelligent. I don't know if that's such thing. So he ended up replacing Dr. Venom and with Cobra. They hired him, Destro and all of them, whoever was his manager, his interviewer. And so he's responsible, I know, for bringing Storm Shadow back to life using different type of, I guess, dead bodies or something, taking the information, DNA from the people, and he ended up waking up Storm Shadow. But he's most famously known for help creating Serpentor. He's taken DNA from a lot of the great Greek mythologies of Alexander the Great and Artillo and a lot of them warriors back in that time. So that's how Serpentor came to be. So this man's pretty crazy. He's pretty crazy and psychotic, and the figure looks amazing. I'll say that. And as you can see right here, a lot of people, like I said before on other videos, they keep the box. I don't do all of that. I mean, it's good if you want to take like photos or something. You got like a chair and make it look very detrimental like the cartoon. But let's open this guy up and see what he's working with. So as you can see, Dr. Mindbender, it looks like it's some type of layer or something in the lab. The background, how they get the box, and I do like the Cobra symbol on the front of the box. It looks almost like a gift set. And like I said, you can look at the back. Got Dr. Mindbender over here with the Baroness and Destro. Him and Destro fighting the Joes, and I don't know who that was in the water swimming. Well, I think it's Dr. Mindbender. Almost like Baraka from Mortal Kombat. So, and I think it's some great artwork back here. It really is. But let's get them open. I'm going to quit running my mouth. So let's see what this man got. All the pieces that he got. Okay, before we talk about the detail or articulation of Dr. Mindbender figure, let's talk about his accessories. He comes with a lot of accessories, I'll tell you that. So I think this gun right here looks like it could be maybe a tranquilizer to some degree, maybe. Or it might be his DNA extractor. I'm not for sure what's his DNA extractor, because he got a couple little pump handle guns over here. So there's one, if you can see it. It's pretty cool. He does have like a human hand right here, some type of bones. He was known for being a grave robber of museums, to create Serpentor and bringing Storm Shadow back to life. So he does have this human skull right here, and the skull head broke off, but it comes with a brain, which I think is pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of Why does it remind me of that Krang on Ninja Turtles? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know. Don't ask me why. So, if you want to put that brain in here, there is a little spot down there for it. Just basically just put it on which way you want. It's not really that important to me. I didn't snap it in place because my nerves are bad. My nerves are bad when it comes to, trying to put the pieces to the puzzle of Resident Evil together. Okay, so it goes in that way. And if you just want to keep it there, crazy glue it with some crazy glue, snap it on, grab it, move on. So, next, so he does have this, these little tranquilizers, I guess. I guess this puts people to sleep, or maybe it's the antidote. You can actually put the little bullets right here. I left them on tape so you can see them very clearly. It's 4 of them, actually. So I left them on the tape if you can see them up close. So I guess it's the gun that goes with them. I get with them, my accent. Pretty cool little gadget right here for a smooth criminal, crazy, psychotic doctor. Then next, if you want to, this is like, I guess it's something for the hand. If you wanna put some water in here, make it float a little bit, not float, but just have water in there. Be creative if you want to. Put it in there. There you go. You got your little Dr. Bender evil container, as well as the skull. I think the skull or the brain. Maybe the brain goes in here. You can do the same for the brain. I took it out of that skull. There's the little groove hole for it. I think that's what goes here. Okay. So there you have it right there. The brain is in that little tube. Now, I think this right here maybe is the DNA extractor. I don't know. But he does actually come with a handgun as well too, so I didn't show that. So that's pretty cool right here, the handgun. And this right here can be taken off of this. Bam. Do it like that. Either or, however you want to do it. And I'm assuming maybe he's able to hold, there's maybe something on his hand, and we'll get into all of that. So if so, I'm going to demonstrate the hold on his hands. Alright, so let's get into this bad boy real quick. I want to start from his face scope, his head scope. Okay, I hope it's not too much light for you people. Okay, so the face scope looks very amazing. It looks very evil. It looks just like Dr. MindBender. Now, if you was to give this to me without the eyeglass and the purple pants and the whole costume, I will say Steve Wilkos. I don't know. Parmesan cheese man, I don't know. But if you are a 80s baby like myself, or a 70s baby, whoever, baby, lower than that class, then you would know it's Dr. Mindbender. So I do like how they sculpted the eyeglass on his eye. I never knew if he had a fake. Oops, sorry. I never knew if he had a fake eye or anything like that to that degree. Who knows? But his head does move left, right. The bald head scope is amazing. He's one of my top 6 favorite G.I. Joe classified figures of all time. So he does look up, which is a plus. It's a great plus. And he does look down. I think pretty much they nailed it, nailed it to the gravestone that, this is Dr. Mindbender's face sculpt. So I'm kind of glad that Hasbro, did that injustice. So as you can see, the chest area is pretty. It's kind of tight, but I think it's maybe because of these little suspender things, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So as you can see, he got this cape right here. So as you can see, he got this cape on here. It's pretty well put on. I'm glad they didn't make the cape hard. I believe in, anybody who wears like a jacket, a cape, or something, a cloak, just make it cloth because sometimes rubber can get in the way, but this is a plus for me. So he does have like, if you want to take that off, you can see that he got like some type of suspenders holding his belt. And that can get in the way of moving his chest, the way you want to move it. And I believe these probably can easily snap over the time period. You can't tell me they ain't gonna snap. So then next, these gloves, right? The arms are double jointed pinless. Nice little bicep cut right there. I like the gloves. I like these material things over his gloves. Pretty cool. His hands, he got a good trigger finger. And then this hand right here is another trigger finger. It's just kind of separated a little differently from the other. I kind of wish they had some hands that go like this, so that if he's holding on to that gun, he can have some type of pump. Hold that pump along with the gun. His right hand and to hold the pump in the other. I don't know. Just using my imagination. That's all. And I'm gonna put his gun in his holster because he got weapons, but I think it's weapons of mass destruction. So looking at that right here, the waist area, it's got a ball joint. I keep moving the figure off the camera like I'm crazy. But pretty cool. He can do the splits, so you can do some great poses with this figure, which is a plus for me. I love that. Oh, got to be careful with that leg too. You got to be very careful because a lot of G.I. Joe classified figures, right? I don't know what it is about that. It's the right leg right here will snap off. I had a few of them snap off on me, and I was a little disappointed. But I'm like, hey, you'll go to Ross in a couple months or less for cheap. So, looking at his knee, his legs, double jointed, pinless knees. They do go back as far. Now I'll tell you what, I really do like the boots. I don't think these boots have ever been reused before, to my knowledge. Now, when I was looking at Dr. MindBender, the figure, I was looking at him basically in the box. When I purchased him, I paid $100 for him. I wish I would have got him when he first came out because I would have got him a little cheaper. But hey, I got him a year later. What do you expect? Because I'm trying to build up my G.I. Joe Classified series collection. A lot of people was like, I don't want to collect G.I. Joes no more. This, that. Everything's not going to be perfect in life at all. And I get it. The new baby boomers coming in, they're not really thinking about collecting figures no more. It seems like the people who are probably, I'm just assuming, I could be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong, 30 years old, I bet is collecting action figures. I think, technology has really taken over to where don't nobody really want to collect nothing like material that matters or a hobby. It is what it is. So let's get him to kind of hold some guns real quick. Now, what's so crazy, I don't think he came with a stand, but this figure actually stands up perfect on its own, so you really ain't gonna need it. I'm just glad that he can do that. So let's try out some weapons in his hands. He got a good trigger finger right here. Oops, what am I doing? Alright. So here's this little, I guess it's the DNA information extractor. I don't know. Pretty cool. But what's disappointing, kind of, is that they don't have a lot of spots to put his weapons of choice in. Like, they could have had something. I don't know. Maybe on a cartoon in the comic books. I can't remember if he had, like, some sort of bag or something like that to the degree. Who knows? So, I'm going to put that down. So, to be honest, if you wanted him to hold this, I wish they would have given him some extra set of hands so that he had, at least his hands could be out, he could hold it, tip of it. Even if he can't hold it correctly, at least pretend that he's holding it. Like, I got the DNA. We can create Congo Bill, Godzilla. So that was pretty much a bomber. So this gun right here is the one where you can put the little bullets in. And I'm gonna demonstrate it because I think it's fair. Oops, I dropped one and I might not be able to find it no more. So these little bitty bullet things or tranquilizers are really easy to lose because they're so small. So as you can see, I'm about to put that in here. So boom, that's how you put that in. And just shoot it up against somebody like, come here. Come here. I am Dr. MindBender and I'm evil. Sorry guys. Sorry people. Okay. So I think it's pretty sickening right here that he can hold that. So I'm gonna try to tape the other little bullets till I find the other one on the floor. I'll probably find it. It's gray. It's in a gray area. So that's one gun that he's holding. Oops, hit my camera. Known for hitting my camera. I ain't gonna lie. So last but not least, I believe. Okay, I solved the mystery. I was not thinking. So that little pump. Well, does it? I don't know. Let me see if he got like some type of. I don't know what that groove right here for this pump is. Maybe it goes on his back. Oh Lord, let me see. No, it don't go on his back. It just. I don't know where that groove goes to, and he don't have like no sort of holes on his belt to hang the pump. So you're just gonna be walking around and he's just gonna take your DNA from you or whatever he's gonna do to you. He's gonna do something. So, but I really do think this is a good looking figure. I like how they painted the little bands around his arms. And he's a lot smaller than what I anticipated. So I kept thinking maybe he was big like the big guys, but that's all right because I'm gonna compare and contrast him to some other G.I. Joe figures as well. I do like this figure. I believe his arms are probably they are reused because they look a little small. I believe that him and Zartan uses the same arms, and we'll show all of that. But let him put the DNA thing down. Put the gun down, sir. Just stop the violence. Just stop it, Mr. MindBender. Stop it, sir. So, and the purple, like I said, Dr. MindBender, who, if you're a G.I. Joe fan, you know that he wears purple. Purple rain, purple rain. So I had to cut down my light a little bit because I'm learning how to do all this process. Okay, so I got him next to Zartan. As you see, him and Zartan uses the same arms, and I do believe they use the same boots to a degree. I believe these are the same boots. They are not the same exact boots, but I think they changed the shape of the front of them and design, which is pretty cool. At least it's not an over repetitive thing. And then I got a custom figure I created. That is Dr. Doom's head sculpt on top of Kingpin, the TV show Marvel Legends body. And I did create a couple civilian characters for my G.I. Joe Classified series just to make it look a little thicker. And I mean, G.I. Joe, the cartoon did have some civilian characters in there that played a role that some were memorable, some were not memorable. But as you can see, Dr. MindBender and Zartan are the same height, but I think with my custom figure over here, we're going to call him Evil Man. Evil Man, Evil Man. Evil Man basically is a little bit taller than both of them, but I actually believe this is the same body, Scope, Zartan, and Dr. MindBender, because they're shaped just totally alike, just different colors, and Zartan got that mask on, so just thought I'd say that. Now next, I got him next to the Before the Jungle and Aging Process of Stuart Selkirk. Man, are you okay? You want some water? You fell back on me, brother. Man, he reminds me of a young Chuck Norris. Every time I see this character, he always reminded me of Chuck Norris when I watched the cartoon. So Stuart Selkirk is a when you look at him and Dr. Mindbender, I think he's bigger than Dr. Mindbender. So Dr. Mindbender is the small bunch around these three, and I got him next to Bazooka. That ain't Bazooka. Lord, um, I'm just playing everybody gung ho. I get gung ho and Roblox not mixed up, but I notice the same body type with them too. And I always be want to say Bazooka. Bazooka's got a different. He uses certain parts they use as well too. But Dr. Mindbender is basically the small fry out of these two. But showing. And last but not least, I got him next to the person who he created, Serpento, and I just talked about him on the previous video I just did, and he's definitely Serpento's definitely squashing a lot of the GI Joe people. Period. I think that Gung Ho and Roblox and Bazooka, even Sergeant Slaughter couldn't compete with this man's size, but that's his creator, Dr. Bender. So, pretty cool to see them two standing next side by side, with each other. So overall, I do like this figure a whole lot. I do feel like they could have, what could they have done better? He could have had some extra set of hands, to hold his experiments and everything. And I'm still trying to figure out where this gotta be. I believe I will find out where this gotta be hooked up at. It's somewhere on his physical body you gotta hook it up at. But for the most part, I give him a 10 out of 10. I do like this figure. I mean, it's got reused parts, but everything can't be, up to par to my liking. It's just a review. So, just showing everybody the Dr. Mindbender figure today. This figure, I don't know how much he was when he first came out. I'm for sure he's cheaper than $100, way cheaper, at least about $60, maybe. Or probably 40 something. I mean, I don't think he was worth more than $40. I guess he comes with these extra accessories, who knows. But, I would say get this figure while he's still out here, because I know when Hasbro drops stuff, it is good to have stuff on pre-order, but sometimes they can lose your pre-order because they lost a couple of mine. I never really discussed it, but sometimes things happen. But I'm for sure if I paid $100 for him now, imagine how much he would be in the next couple of years. Probably $300. So I'd like to thank all my friends for subscribing to my YouTube channel, The Boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please all make sure you like, share, subscribe to your family, your friends, and your enemies. Also follow me on X and Instagram at The Boy with the Pampers and the Toys, listed on the screen. So doctor, give me the news. It's time to take DNA from you. So Dr. Mindbender has got to go back to the lab and create some lab work. Have a good day, everybody.